Well, let me give you some more things to ponder. You've all seen Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, the movies, and each one of these characters in these movies kept from the public the truth of who they really were inside. Clark Kent, the Superman, I forget his first name, but Parker was Spider-Man, and Bruce Wayne was Batman. Clark Kent was just a mild-mannered reporter, a bumbling idiot to the eyes of those that he worked with. And Parker, well, Spider-Man, he was just a young kid delivering pizzas, on his little scooter. Bruce Wayne, they thought he was the rich cat, the guy that went out and partied and wasn't really helpful to the public, but in truth, he was Batman. Clark Kent, Superman, and Parker was Spider-Man. Locked up inside you. So let me tell you a secret. So don't tell nobody. Listen to this. Locked up inside of Paul Woodward is Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. Locked up inside me. Now don't tell nobody. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. There's times and I look like the bumbling idiot that I am in my flesh. You can't change the spots on this leopard. Don't try to. You use it. It's a disguise to hide the truth. In a good sense of the word. Because people would use and abuse you and the devil would come and attack you. Jesus, the Son of God, came here in the mode of a human being, the Son of Man. To those around him, he was just the son of Joseph the carpenter. They couldn't see past the flesh. There are no men after the flesh. Henceforth I no longer known that way. How did Paul see people? He saw the potential locked up each and every one of us. But as long as they had this exterior that was robbing God of the credit and glory, taking the strength of their youth, using that till it diminishes and dwindles, and then in the older age fighting this fact. You want to get past dying, becoming decrepit? Though the outward man is dying, becoming this decrepit being. We got it backwards. We start off thinking we're Superman, end up becoming Clark Kent. Do it the other way around. In me, that is in my being. Apart from him, there's nothing good. I realize that fact. Realize that what God has given me is called the inward man. Though the outward man is decaying, yet the inward man is being renewed day by day, being made fit for a new existence. In this new existence, during the millennial reign of Christ, and the eternal realms beyond this world, you're going to be Superman. You understand that? You'll be seen as gods. Know ye not that ye are gods? Locked up inside. You're not the exterior. As long as you think you're Superman and got it backwards, you'll have to become Clark Kent in order for God to manifest His strength. This treasure is hidden in the earthen vessels. Hidden. Why? That the excellency would be of God, not you. Are you going to become Superman? You going to become Spider-Man? See the allegories. Don't get too hung up in the Superman and Spider-Man and Batman. Or any other supernatural character that always had a disguise to hide from view. Here's Jesus, the Son of God, coming as Son of Man. Didn't go around saying, "Look, I'm God." Really, it's the inside this little body of mine of Jesus. I'm a Superman. I'm the Son of God. If he had done that, he would have acted independent from God. He would have sinned acted independent from God. He set aside the independent use of his attribute, being Superman inside, being the Son of God inside of him, and let the Father, through him. But to the eyes of people around him, he's just the son of Joseph, the carpenter. I've had to say that lately to family members, God bless their heart, that just couldn't see this fact, that God had wanted to manifest his strength through this vessel, Paul Woodward, their brother, their son. So I finally had to end it, and I said to them, I have one more thing to say to you. It's the last thing I'll say to you for a while, until God can show you otherwise. I'm just Paul Woodward, the son of Earl Woodward, the carpenter. Catch my drift. I left it at that. That's all they can see. My mom can't see. I'm nothing more than Paul, her son, and the son of Earl Woodward, the carpenter. And my brothers and sisters, that's all they can see. Now, we grew up together. They remember all the stupid things I've said and done. They remember this leopard with spots. They understand, and they can't get past the fact that God is speaking to my brother, this vessel. James, his brother, Jesus' brother. Found it hard to understand that my brother was virgin born. He's the Son of God manifested in human flesh. They couldn't perceive this fact. They couldn't understand that fact. Each one of us, and John says it, he's lit every man's coming as well. You have the potential locked up inside you. And you have to work this out. But you don't work it out to show off. You see people doing it, they're showing off with it. I mean, they're going to get their day. They have their moment of glory. Jesus never glorified himself while he was here. At the end of his life, he says it, now glorify me with the glory that we had at the beginning. And God manifests. He raises him from the dead. And when he comes back, the Son of Man comes back. He comes back as the Son of Man in full glory. With those, him being the first fruit, will be just like him. Those who have never acted independent from God, knew they were locked up inside them, they're really Superman. But put on this bumbling idiot all their lives, and people just couldn't see that because they didn't go around with credentials and showing off. But in those rare moments, they would go do what God called them to do and say, really they knew it wasn't them saying it or them doing it, it was God through them doing it. They would do it, get in, go into Dodge and get out of there, and not try to draw attention to himself. We do that. We want fame and glory now. I don't want no fame and glory now. I'm just Paul Woodward, this idiot on YouTube that puts out videos that few ever find, the few that do find it. If you could only know, you wouldn't hesitate calling me. I put my phone number out there, my website out, my email address out there. Not for me. I've had to fight that desire to want recognition and glory, to get 1 million hits on my videos, you know. Everything in me fights that. This flesh that desires all this. I want to be Clark Kent. I am Clark Kent. In truth. But locked up in me is this treasure, this wisdom and knowledge of God, hidden in earthen vessels, and the excellency would be of him, not me. So I hope you got something out. Just some thoughts to think about. So ask yourself, Clark, Mr. Parker, Bruce Wayne, I know who you are inside. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Let God, by we do in word or deed, do it as unto the glory of God, and pleasing of God, not men. It's him. Apart from him, you can do nothing. But through him, you can do all things. As he has said, the things that I have done, you will do, and greater. But you're not up on some stage showing off with this. Playing Mickey Mouse like in the movie Fantasia, waiting for God to go asleep, or his wizard to go asleep so he can put on his hat and play God. and create a flood. See him in the movie floating around on the flood he created, trying to find the right words, the right things to say and do, and he could never find it. It took the wizards to come down and dispel the waters and give him a good swift kick in the butt and put him back to fill in the well and sweeping the floors. Occupy till I come. There will be a day. Submit yourself therefore unto the almighty hand of God, and due process of time you'll be exalted. You don't get it here and now. If you have it, you get your glory now. As he said to the Pharisees, they have their glory. I want that glory beyond this life. Even putting this video, I hate putting this out, but I have to, it's truth. God bless you.